Prophet unto the nation, back at you. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahamashah HaMashiach Bahashem, Ruach HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles, to the prophets, to the preachers out here pushing and preaching the truth, peace, and salutation to the hopeful elect. In this video, I'm going to be talking about enough, not good enough for women. Did you hear me? Enough, not good enough for women. We're going to play this clip from the Truth After Dark podcast with Paul Pierce and Azar, which is Kendra G talk about marriage, infidelity, and rules to dating rich men. But let me play this clip and we're going to chop it up.
Again, we're talking about the internet acts like every man has it their way with women. No, it's about 5% of men.
Let me stop it right here, right quick. She's right. The 5 to 10% top men have their way with women. This is not the case for the average, ordinary man. In order to have your way with women, you have to become something. In other words, you have to get status. This society is driven off status, and women are driven off status also. Why? Women are driven by their groupie nature. Groupies, okay? So when you get status, you don't have to go out here and have no type of game, no type of pickup line. You don't have to pander towards women. You're automatically going to get women because women is attractive to your status, okay? And this is why we tell men, chase cash, not ass. When you make something of yourself, when you start doing something monumental, that's when women is going to chase you. So yes, she's right, okay? Only the top 5%, top 10%, even the top 20% don't have to work hard for women. Women seek them out because of their status.
Have it their way with women. Most men have to work for women. I get good quality guys who just are not tall enough, who just don't have enough money, who just might not be attractive or might have a what some might call a normal life. Like, listen, I make $65K. I got my own home. I'm ready for a family. That's not always good enough, for women these days, right? No judgment, but it is.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. She ran off a list of a lot of stuff that's not enough for women in this society, where women have an overly saturated inflation, right? Inflated ego, okay? But yeah, we living in a society, we live in a time where women got everything they cried for, but they still crying, right? You could be making $90,000 a year and they still crying about that. Oh, you making good money, but like she said, you're not tall enough. Your hair not curly enough. You making $90,000 a year, but you work at State Farm. Okay, I want you to be working at UPS or Amazon. I want that type of man. You see, in this time, in this society, enough is not enough. Oh, you make $90,000. Oh, you make 6 figures, but you don't have a bachelor degree, huh? You don't have a master degree. You're not on my level. So we living in a time where enough is not good enough for women. And even though they did all of this crying and got everything they cried for, but yet they still crying about not having enough. You look at some of these women, man, they got degrees, they got good jobs, they independent, they got self-love, but at the end of the day, they still empty. Enough is not good enough. Why? They got what they wanted. This is the problem. They got what they wanted, but they lost what they had. You see, we're living in a society where a lot of people is getting what they want, but they losing what they have. And this is what happened with women. They got everything they wanted, but they lost the most important dynamic of what they was put down here on earth to do and to be, and that was to be a wife and a mother. A lot of men is opting out of marriage in this day and time because they tired. They just simply tired, right? They tired of hearing that all the work they put in, the assets they done got, The stuff they done did to make something of themselves in the level of status they have reached, and yet they still have women telling them they're not good enough for them. And the audacity of some women who look like a 3 or 4 or 5 and have to power their face up with all type of makeup to look at a man who have made something of themselves and still tell them they not good enough. What's wrong with the daughters of Zion? Huh? You got these women, they got everything they wanted, but they don't have what they need. Why? Because what they needed, they rejected, listening to the serpent like Eve listened to the serpent in the wilderness. These women don't know what they want. And that's why I tell you guys, stop trying to figure out what they want. Stop trying to figure out what they need, because they don't know what they want. And they damn sure not moving according to what they need, okay? And this is the problem that we are living in this society. You have women that got everything they wanted, but they don't have what they need, and that's a husband at the end of the day, right? That's why we're living out the prophecy. I believe it's over in Isaiah chapter 3, where these women walking around here with haughty, stressed out necks, rolling their eyes, chasing vanity, while their spirits is rotting on the inside. No matter how much they get, enough is not enough. You hear me? And because enough is not enough, there's some things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about, women, your void can't be filled with materialistic things. This is what you got to recognize. You either want a husband or you want materialistic things. You can get a car. You can get a house, you can get that Birkin bag, but at the end of the day, a lot of you women, you don't have peace. You got the bags, you got the nice driving car, you got the nice career, you got the nice job, but you don't have no peace because you're not moving in the position that the Most High put you down here to move in, and that's to be a wife. You got what you wanted. You lost what you had. You have to understand that your peace don't come from materialistic things. It don't come from possession. It comes from your position. Let me say that again. You got what you wanted, but you don't have what you need. You went after possessions instead of going after the position. The main thing you as a woman should be seeking is the position of a wife. And how dare you look at a man who's able to put you in a position as a wife and dog him out, look down upon him, frown down upon him, and tell him he don't have enough when he actually doing good. Especially for a so-called black man in this community, in this society. If a black man is making somewhere near 6 figures, man, you got to be crazy to tell him his good is not good enough. Especially with all the hell he got to deal with. If he making $70,000, if he making $80,000, if he making $90, if he making 6 figures, 100K, and you telling him he's not good enough, something wrong with you between your 2 ears, woman. A lot of you women, you have void, and you trying to fill it with materialistic things, and it ain't gonna work that way. You got to understand, it ain't going to work that way. The Most High knows that a lot of you women, you are out of order. Your soul screams void, even when you got all of them different smiles, them different filter pictures, them different ass shots that you putting on Insta Live, Facebook, and TikTok. Even though you posting all of them different pictures, all of them different filters, the Most High know you still got a void down on your inside because you went after the possession instead of going after the position. You got void. Why? Because you too busy telling men enough is not good enough. The next thing I want to point out, women, you're losing today because a lot of you women, especially modern day women, a lot of you women have the same spirit Eve had in the garden. The same spirit. The same energy that Eve moved in the garden, you got. Watch this. Eve had the whole paradise. She had the trees. She had the fruit. She had everything that she can possibly need in the garden with no toxicity, with no drama. But yet she still told herself she deserved more. Let me say that again. She didn't have no toxicity in the garden. She didn't have no drama in the garden. She had everything she needed there in paradise, yet she still told herself she deserved more. And this is how a lot of you women is, and wonder why you get up in your 30s, wonder why you get up in your 40s, your 50s, you're alone. Can't find a man. No man want to take you serious. No man want to marry you, because when you had that man in the prime of your life who was doing good, yet you told him enough was not good enough. You deserve more. And what happened? You lost your position. And what could have been a paradise situation for you being with that man? And the devil came and tempted a lot of you women and whispered in your ear. And here it is, this man got his own house, got a good job, don't mind working, don't mind doing overtime, drive a decent car, not in debt. And yet you look at him and say, enough is still not enough because he ain't tall enough. He not light-skinned. You told that man enough is not enough. That Eve spirit got down on the inside of you and told you, yes, I got my Adam right here, but I still deserve more. You allow Satan to tempt you beyond what you should have been contented with. And that's why the modern day woman can have a man. Listen to me, y'all. That's why the modern day woman can have a man and still entertain attention from strangers online. Oh, I'm giving y'all some jewels today. Fellas, I hope you listening to this, okay? This is why women, you can have a man and still say enough is not good enough and still go to online social media and still want attention from strangers online because you're not contented with your Adam. Women, you got to learn how to be content. When you go read it, 1 Timothy chapter 6, I could break up a screen, but I'm just talking as it comes to me. I don't feel like doing all this switching. Not today. When you go look at 1 Timothy chapter 6, I think it's around the 10th verse, where it talk about godliness with contentment is great gain. If you would have been contented with the Adam, the Most High would have sent you, If you would have been contented with him, you could have built something monumental in life. Why? Because godliness with contentment is great gain. But you looked at that man and say, I know you make 6 figures, but you're not tall enough. You're not doing this. No. I don't want you. I deserve more than that. And you lost your position. When you got stability at home, and yet still craving validation from outside sources, you're going to lose your possession. When you still got stability with this man and he loved you and loved the socks off of you, and you still think you deserve more outside of your man, you're going to lose your position. And a lot of women in these days and time have lost their paradise position because they told themselves enough was not good enough from that man. They deserve more. That Eve spirit got you in a position where you are never satisfied. Ain't that what the scripture talk about? The eyes of men are never satisfied. Over there, I think it's Isaiah chapter 5, talk about how hell enlarges itself. The eyes of man, just like hell, is never satisfied. And this is how it is with a lot of you women. You're never satisfied. Good is not good enough. But the Most High is putting you in a position for you to lose your paradise. Lose your paradise. The third thing I want to talk about. This society, this matrix system, this Babylonian system have taught you women to despise having enough. Listen to me. I'm about to hit this air horn again. Listen to me. Okay? Social media has become the new serpent in the garden. I think I ought to say that again. Social media has become your new serpent in the garden. Every time you go on social media, it's telling you to level up, leave your man. Every time you go on social media, it's telling you eat off the forbidden tree. Every time you go on social media, it's telling you your Adam is not enough. Every time you go on social media, that serpent is listening and whispering to you, you got to do better than this, sister. Every time you go on social media, that serpent do all these lies and deception that these women are posting on the internet. Because they did statistics, and they say over 70% of women posting on social media platforms, they are all lying and deceiving people and having other people thinking that what they're posting is reality. It's not reality. That's the serpent showing you women and whispering to you women that the Adam you have is not enough. And you wonder why you keep losing your paradise. Man, I'm trying to help you out. Every time you go on social media, it's telling you you're not on this other woman level because you don't got the right Adam, huh? It's telling you and deceiving you, having you thinking you the prize. So now you feel enough is not good enough from your Adam, huh? Every time you go on social media, it's whispering to you that your Adam not providing enough for you. Your Adam is not protecting you enough. Your Adam is not giving you enough peace. This is what the serpent through social media is telling you. It's telling you that if he's not toxic enough, oh man, help me out. It's telling you if he's not flashy enough. It's telling you if he's not unavailable. It's telling you that if he don't pander to you, if he don't worship you, if he don't put you on a pedestal, he's not good enough to be with you. But I'm here to tell you, every time you go on social media and listen to that damn serpent, you on the verge of losing your Adam, not only your Adam, but your paradise. Isaiah chapter 3. Go check me out. Verse 16. Talk about the Most High speaking to you women and speaking to you about your haughtiness, your pride, your arrogance. And this is all social media is doing for you women, making you more prideful, making you more arrogant, giving you a more haughty spirit, having you thinking that you deserve more than what he's already given you. Listen, this matrix has taught you women to despise enough. You got that Eve spirit, huh? You have everything at your disposal with this man. He'll jump through hoops. He'll jump through fire. He'll run across the street for you to make sure you have your needs, but yet you're not satisfied. Because this matrix system has taught you to despise your Adam. Man. The next thing I want to talk about, true fulfillment. Hear me out, women. True fulfillment requires submission to your original purpose. True fulfillment, women. Not what they are portraying on social media, not what they're trying to show you on social media, not what the serpent is whispering to you through social media. True fulfillment requires submission to your purpose. The reason why you feel like enough is not enough because you too busy trying to compete. You hear me? Compete with other women. You too busy, unfortunately, trying to compete even with your Adam. This is why enough don't feel like it's enough because you out of alignment. You out of position. You out of your purpose. Your original purpose was not to be competing with other women. Your original purpose was not to be competing even with your man. Your original purpose was to be a helpmeet. And because you're not moving in your original purpose as a helpmeet, you feel like enough is not good enough. When you move outside your divine role, your cup stays empty. Huh? When you move out of your divine role that you've been given by the Most High, you always going to feel void in your life. You always going to be on E, not happy. Why? Because you're not moving in your original purpose. And to reiterate to you, Proverbs chapter 27, around the 20th verse says, hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. Never satisfied. And this is where a lot of you women are. Why? Because you're spiritually bankrupt. You're out of position. And you're not moving in your true fulfillment, which is being a helpmeet. When you're a helpmeet, you'll figure out how to make enough. When you're a helpmeet, you'll figure out how to get more. When you're a helpmeet, you'll figure out how to take advantage of being in your paradise with your man. You'll build with him. You'll build an empire with him. You'll leave an impact on this world with it. You'll leave a legacy. This is where a lot of you women at. You're not moving in your true fulfillment. So what's the moral of this video? What's the moral, Prophet unto Nation? What's the moral of this video? The moral of this video is, women, until you return to the righteous order of the Most High Yahweh, you always going to feel like enough is not good enough. You always going to feel like what Kendra G talked about. You always going to feel like you need to chase the next big thing. You always going to feel like you need to chase the next man. You need to chase the next trip. You need to chase the next high. You need to chase the next attention. You need to chase the next validation. You're always going to feel like this because when you're out of position, when you're not moving in your true fulfillment of being a help me, enough is never going to be good enough for you. That's the moral of the story. And ain't that men ain't good enough. It's that you allow that Eve spirit to get in you and cause you to not be content. But the Most High is telling you, thou shouldn't have no other gods before him. He's telling you he's tearing down every idol that you have. He's telling you he's removing that false queen mentality you have, that false baddie mentality you have, that false bad bitch mentality you have. He's getting ready to move that away from your mindset because that's an illusion. That's an idol that you have set up in your mind, and that's keeping you from accepting what's good enough for you. Until you realize that, listen, enough is not good enough, okay? You're never going to get your Adam, and you're going to always lose your paradise. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Again, go check out this podcast from Paul Pierce when Kendra G. Matter of fact, let me go back to it, okay? When she brought this out, I said I had to come on here and talk about it, okay? Let me go back to it. I said I had to come on here and talk about it because this was pretty good. And that title came to me, enough is not good enough.
Because again, we're talking about, the internet acts like every man has it their way with women. No, it's about 5% of men that have it their way with women. Most men have to work for women. I get good quality guys who just are not tall enough, who just don't have enough money, who just might not be attractive or might have what some might call a normal life. Like, listen, I make $65K. I got my own home. I'm ready for a family. That's not always good enough, for women these days, right? No judgment.
And that's why they losing their paradise. And that's why Adam is no longer being sent to them. Until you women get back in order, repent, and turn to the Most High Yahweh and get rid of your pride and get rid of your arrogance, enough is never going to be good enough for you, and you're always going to find yourself outside the covenantal relationship of what marriage is all about. All right, peace.